Imagine competing in one of the toughest tournaments in the world. After 6 rounds, you're sitting at the bottom of the standings. You've lost 2 important games in a row. The tournament leader is pulling further ahead. And according to one estimate, your chance of winning the tournament is less than 1%. Most people would say it's over. But a 20-year-old from Chennai had other plans. Just a few days later, he would create history and become the first Indian ever to win Norway Chess. How did that happen? Hello everyone, welcome back to Fact and Perspective. Today, we're looking at one of the most remarkable comeback stories in modern chess and how our Praggnanandhaa turned a near-impossible situation into a historic victory. Before we get into the comeback, let's understand why this achievement matters so much. Norway Chess is considered one of the strongest chess tournaments in the world. Unlike many tournaments where hundreds of players participate, Norway Chess is an invitation-only event featuring only a handful of elite grandmasters. In 2026, the tournament featured Magnus Carlsen, the reigning world champion Gukesh, Wesley So, Alireza Firouzja, Vincent Keymer, and Praggnanandhaa. Every game was against a world-class opponent. There were no easy rounds. The tournament also uses a unique format. A classical game is the traditional and most prestigious form of chess, where players are given plenty of time to think through their moves. Winning a classical game earns 3 points. If the game ends in a draw, the players immediately play a tie-break game called Armageddon to determine a winner. This system rewards players who can win under pressure. And that makes what happened next even more remarkable. Coming into the tournament, Praggnanandhaa was already one of India's brightest chess stars. Born in Chennai, he became a grandmaster at a very young age and steadily climbed the world rankings by defeating some of the strongest players in the game. By 2026, he had established himself among the world's elite. But Norway Chess did not begin the way he would have hoped. As the tournament progressed, things became increasingly difficult. He suffered setbacks. He lost important games. Then came defeats against world champion Gukesh and tournament leader Wesley So. At the end of round 6, Praggnanandhaa found himself in last place. Last place. Not second. Not third. Last. To make matters worse, he was 5.5 points behind the tournament leader. At that stage, very few people believed he could still win the title. One statistical model even estimated his chances of winning at just 0.7%. For most players, that would have been the end of the story. For Praggnanandhaa, it became the beginning. Instead of focusing on the standings, he focused on the next game. One move at a time. One round at a time. His team made small adjustments. Better rest. Better recovery. Less overthinking before games. The goal was simple. Forget the table. Play your best chess. Then came the turning point. Praggnanandhaa defeated Alireza Firouzja. It was an important victory. But at the time, nobody knew it would be the start of an incredible run. His next challenge was Magnus Carlsen. Even people who don't follow chess know that name. Magnus Carlsen is widely regarded as one of the greatest chess players of all time. For more than a decade, he has been the player everyone wants to beat. And this tournament was being played in his home country. Defeating Magnus Carlsen is difficult. Doing it in Norway is even harder. Yet Praggnanandhaa managed to do exactly that. Suddenly, everything began to change. Confidence returned. Momentum shifted. The player who had been sitting at the bottom of the standings was now climbing rapidly. Then came another huge challenge. The reigning world champion, Gukesh. Two of India's biggest chess stars facing each other on one of the biggest stages in the sport. Once again, Praggnanandhaa delivered. Another victory. Another step forward. The impossible no longer looked impossible. But one final obstacle still remained. Vincent Keymer. One of the strongest young players in the world. The final round. The final opportunity. Going into the last day, Wesley So was still leading the tournament. Praggnanandhaa was chasing him. He knew exactly what he had to do. Win. Anything less could end his title hopes. With the white pieces, he played confidently and secured a crucial classical victory. But the championship race was not over yet. His fate still depended on another game. Wesley So was facing Alireza Firouzja. Every move mattered. Every point mattered. Chess fans around the world waited for the final results. Then it happened. The standings changed. Against all odds, Praggnanandhaa had completed the comeback. From last place after 6 rounds to tournament champion after 10. He finished on 18 points and became the first Indian ever to win Norway Chess. Take a moment to think about that journey. Last place. 2 consecutive defeats. A 0.7% chance of winning. And yet he never stopped fighting. Perhaps what makes this achievement even more impressive is the level of competition he faced. Magnus Carlsen, Gukesh, Wesley So, Alireza Firouzja, Vincent Keymer. Every opponent was among the strongest players in the world. There were no shortcuts. Every point had to be earned. And by the end of the tournament, Praggnanandhaa had achieved something truly special. He turned a losing position into a historic victory. Sports often give us moments that statistics cannot explain. Moments when belief proves stronger than probability. Moments when people refuse to accept that the story is over. Norway Chess 2026 gave us one of those moments. For Praggnanandhaa, this was more than just another trophy. It was proof that setbacks do not decide the outcome. Persistence does. And for Indian chess, it was another sign that a new generation is ready to challenge the very best in the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching Fact and Perspective. See you in the next video.